Welcome to today's show. I'm your host, Mike Slinkard, and we are coming to you from our trade show booth at the annual Archery Trade Show Association in Indianapolis, Indiana. But today's show is all about submitted footage. With turkey season rolling up fast, we thought we'd help with that cabin fever and get you primed for the turkey season with some Midwest turkey action. Remember, this footage was all sent in from hunters across the country just like you who are seeing the benefits of Hecs technology. As always, we're going to show you it just like it happened right here on Hunting with Hecs.
Hunting is about getting close, really close. Get closer than you ever thought was possible. We showcase the science of getting close. Right here on Hunting with Hecs. Hunting with Hecs is brought to you by PSE Archery, Tough Country, American Values Forged in Steel, Ozonics, Undetectable, Undeniable, Victory Archery, the Carbon Arrow Experts, BumpersDirect.com, Rocky Mountain Hunting Cards, we call the game, Spot Hog, the world's toughest archery products, Warn Wenches, UC Hunting Properties, and Hecs Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment.
On this first hunt, we're going to join up with Justin Latham, who's set up on the edge of a green field. Justin is self-filming, and if you've ever tried to do that, you have to do a lot of movement, going from the gun to the camera and back and forth. This is where Hecs technology really shows its worth. Justin set up only about 15 steps from the decoys, but as you can see, there's absolutely no reaction from the birds when he moves to reposition the camera and get his gun up. We know these are all jakes, so Justin's just messing around to see what he can get away with.
That's what this is all about right there. And when everything plays out perfect and the bird works just like you want him to and he comes in on your decoy setup, oh man, it's beautiful. Just like today, beautiful. Hecs helped out tons.
Meanwhile, not too far away, Jonah Stout's set up on another bunch of birds. You might remember Jonah for being the winner of the hunt giveaway last year for his great close-up piece where he crawled within just a couple of feet of a jake flogging a decoy. This time, Jonah has a big old long beard coming to the decoys.
I seen him step out of the woods. I cut a little bit on that box call, and he seen the decoys and worked his way in. And guys, I am super pumped. Oh man, what a bird.
Hi, I'm Riley Elliott, marine biologist.
And I'm Forrest Galante, wildlife expert.
Now, we want to show you how the Hecs technology blocks 95% of your body's electrical signals given off by muscle.
What we have here is a scientific instrument capable of measuring the electrical magnetic energy leaving the muscle groups of the body.
Now, we're going to get Forrest to put his arm over top of the signal sensor. Now, as he does this, you'll see that the needle goes all the way off the scale, registering that energy his body's given out. Now, when we apply the Hecs fabric, which is a carbon yarn put into this material that is specifically designed for the human wavelength of energy we give off, you'll see that this needle barely moves.
It's basically the same technology that's in the door of your microwave.
Which is called the Faraday cage. As he goes over, the needle barely registers. Being a shark scientist working with animals that specifically pick up electrical energy, to detect prey or predators. I've seen significant reduction in their threat displays or in their approach distances, allowing me to get more natural and closer encounters. And for anyone else wearing this suit or this technology, I think will have the same effect too.
If you order right now and enter the promo code PURSUIT, you'll save an instant $30 off your Hecs suit. We'll be right back after this quick break. Welcome back to Hunting with Hecs. If you're just tuning in, we're tagging along with some Hecs users today who sent in their footage showing the benefits of using Hecs Stealth Screen. We started in the eastern part of the country with the Team Dead On crew who were covered up in birds. Let's catch up with host Mike Slinkard and see where we're headed next.
Now we're headed to Kansas to catch up with Jason Cleveland. Jason got some birds to respond to his calling, so he quickly set up on the edge of a dirt field. He's only 8 yards from the decoys, and he doesn't have a single piece of cover between him and the turkeys. This Tom has a hen with him, and most turkey hunters know that the hens are oftentimes the hardest to fool with the decoy setup, yet she marches right straight over to the decoys. It's only 8 yards from Jason, and there's not a blade of grass to hide behind. But as you can see, the turkey isn't spooked at all. After looking the decoys over, it simply moves away. When she starts pulling the tom off to the side, Jason decides to take the shot. Think about what just happened. Jason could not have been more open, sitting in the dirt, only 8 steps from a hen who came clear across a wide open field with him in plain view the entire time. The tom hung back like they often do while the hen checked out the setup. With her feeling at ease, the tom strutted into shooting range. Anyone who has hunted turkeys knows the odds of this hen not busting him sitting out in the wide open under these circumstances is astronomical. Yet you just saw it happen, and in fact, with Hecs, it becomes commonplace. By blocking his naturally occurring electrical signal, which is visible to all birds, Jason was able to better mask his presence to the hen who saw him as just another inanimate object on the edge of the field. With the hen calm and unconcerned, Jason was able to bide his time and finally take this big gobbler right out in that wide open field.
As you can see, I'm sitting right out here in the open. There is not anything but dirt between me and the turkeys. And that hen came right in. The gobbler's just afraid of the jake, but they can't see you. Hunting with Hecs and using this chair to set out like this, you can hunt anywhere. It just changes the way you hunt. Here's the results.
Welcome to Hecs World Headquarters here in John Day, Oregon. You know, this is where we do all the warehousing, shipping, order entry. When you order your Hecs suit, this is where you're calling. You know, we've been in business since 2010, and since that time, we've grown by leaps and bounds every year. Hecs is all about blocking the electrical fields that our bodies create. Through heart rate and muscle movement, our bodies create electrical fields. They travel distance, and it's known now that animals, birds, and fish pick up on these, and it's one of the ways that they tell a living object from an inanimate object. Hecs does not make you invisible, but by blocking the electrical fields, it does take away one of the advantages that animals have when they get in close. You know, you still have to use all the proven hunting tactics, pay attention to the wind, be quiet, limit movement. But by blocking the electrical field, it does give you an advantage that you can't get any other way. Hecs technology lives within the grid pattern that you see in all Hecs fabrics. This highly electrically conductive carbon yarn is woven in an interlocking grid pattern and designed to block the electrical signals that come out of our body. They're actually caught up in the grid, held in capacitance, and exit the suit every time you touch ground. We've incorporated Hecs technology into a variety of fabrics. Our original hunting suit is an extremely lightweight fabric. It's a very versatile item and you can use it in just about any hunting situation. Also, for those of you that want something that's a little bit warmer, we have our base layer. It's a semi-thermal that has Hecs technology woven right in. It's made to be worn under your regular hunting clothes and it'll give you that Hecs advantage out in the hunting woods. We also have a full line for the aquatic market as well. You know, the most common question that we get is, does that stuff really work? Well, I'm here to tell you, yeah, Hecs is for real. You know, we get letters, phone calls, emails, and videos from people all around the world that have seen the Hecs advantage and put it to work, and they're having more success out in the field than they ever did before. Hecs is real technology. It's backed up by 5 issued patents, and you deserve to put Hecs in your arsenal today. Give us a call or go online. Get a Hecs suit on the way. You won't be sorry. As we always say, it's going to change the way you hunt.
If you order right now and use the promo code PURSUIT, you can save an instant $30 on your Hecs suit. Sitting 8 yards from the decoys with no cover is going to be hard to beat, but we'll give it our best shot right after this quick break. We are on a turkey extravaganza today, and so far we've dropped birds from Tennessee to Kansas. Now let's get back to the hunt.
Now we catch up with Joe Ogden, who's hunting his home state of Missouri. Well, Joe roosted some birds the night before, and so at daylight he was set up on the edge of a green field. A little while later, this group of toms made an appearance. Joe was here in plenty of time to set up anywhere he wanted, but he chose to set up right out in the open grass on the edge of the field, only 15 steps from the decoys. Joe's worn Hecs for several years, and he knows that blocking his electrical signal is key to letting him get away with what a lot of people think is impossible. When one of the toms separates far enough to assure a clean shot, Joe takes him. Just like we tell you over and over, Hecs allowed Joe to appear more like an inanimate object, and the results were 4 mature toms. They struck right up to the decoys, only a few yards away.
Man, I can tell you what, it's very simple what me and Cleveland and I do. We just put the Hecs on, and we get out here and we just set wherever we want. Like, in a normal scenario, there's a lot of small trees. Nobody would have been able to sit against that tree, so we just plop down the field, turkeys roosted all behind us, put our backs to them. We have so much confidence in Hecs that they'll come out and walk right by you and go to the decoy. Well, they got by us down the ridge, called them back, and they come and finish right there at 15 steps. And dude, check this out, he's got 3 beards. Ugh. Bonus turkey.
With Joe's bird on the ground, it's Jason's turn behind the gun. The guy spotted some birds strutting in an open field and quickly came up with a plan to trust Hecs technology to crawl to the edge of the field and then use a turkey fan to draw the birds into range. As often happens when wearing Hecs, the plan worked perfectly.
This year we've got some unbelievable footage where Joe and I and Lance Jacob are all setting out in plowed dirt fields or in short grass with nothing in between us and the turkeys. and able to shoot them at 10, 15 yards. Joe's opening morning was 4 strutters there gobbling in our face at 12 steps. Today that didn't happen. We got some rough footage, but the combination of Hecs and that strutter decoy, this thing got to like 4 steps. One little bush in the way that got in the way, and I was shooting with one arm. Joe forgot the stake. It's always something with us, but we seem to get it done. But this thing came into 5 steps, and I was able to take him down with one arm. But combination of Hecs and that strutter today worked flawlessly. And when they behave right, you don't even need the strutter. Just set right out in the open field with them and call them in.
The original Hecs suit is very lightweight, breathable, and versatile enough to be used in almost any hunting situation. It comes complete with pants, shirt, and head cover, and is available in either Mossy Oak Country or Realtree Extra Camo. The material features a highly electrically conductive carbon grid woven into the polyester base cloth. This grid blocks your body's electrical field. The suit is designed to be worn under your regular camo or over the top as an outer layer. The technology is effective either way. The pants are cut similar to sweatpants, with an elastic waistband, adjustable drawstring, elastic cuffs on the bottom, side pockets, and a convenient fly. The pullover shirt features thumb holes, serge stitching, and an embroidered logo. The head cover has a laser-cut eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the Hecs hat, made entirely of Hecs material and is very lightweight and comfortable. The gloves are made of a lightweight, stretchy material in Mossy Oak camo with the Hecs technology woven in. The socks are a heavyweight over-the-calf sock and have the conductive Hecs grid woven into the material. Order right now and use the promo code PURSUIT to save an instant $30 on your order of a complete Hecs suit. You can find out more about our complete line of clothing and accessories on our website at hecsllc.com. The turkey action has been fast and furious, so you can trust me when I tell you we have a lot more where that came from. Hunting with Hecs is brought to you by PSE Archery, Tough Country, American Values Forged in Steel, Ozonics, Undetectable, Undeniable, Victory Archery, the Carbon Arrow Experts, BumpersDirect.com, Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls, we call the game, Spot Hog, the world's toughest archery products, Worn Wenches, UC Hunting Properties, and Hecs Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment. This episode is all about hunters just like you using their Hecs to get closer than they ever have before. Now we're going to switch it up a bit and head west in search of Miriam's.
You know, Jason's been laying down the birds in this episode, so we thought we'd tag along with him as he heads to Wyoming in an attempt to finish his turkey grand slam with a 20 gauge. Jason had roosted some birds the night before, and the next morning he set up on the edge of an old pasture in hopes of calling one into range. As usual, Jason's chosen to sit right out in the open, and it wasn't long before he had one coming his way. This turkey's ultra close, but there's a clump of brown weeds obscuring the shot. Jason bides his time, and when the shot finally presents itself, he took it.
Well, this is it. The 20 gauge Hecs Slam. First morning in Florida, First morning in Texas, first morning in Missouri, and first morning in Wyoming. And these are the results. You set out in the open and just get right in there with them. It's been a phenomenal year. We've got some hunting to do left in the Midwest, but as far as have-tos, it's over. Get these big white tips out here in Wyoming. Now we're going to chase them around for Case and my dad and see if we can't get some more of them on the ground.
Well, Jason's dad, Bob Cleveland, is long on this hunt. With a bird already in the truck, Jason teams up to try to get him a bird as well. When two groups of jays converge on the decoy, old Bob decides to take one home. A completion of his grand slam, and to be there when his dad took a bird on the same hunt made for a very special time for Jason, one we were glad to share with you.
The newest addition is our base layer. The base layer is a lightweight, semi-thermal material designed to be worn under your regular hunting clothing when you need just a little bit of extra insulation. It features the patented Hecs technology woven right into the material. The suit comes in 3 pieces: pants, shirt, and head cover. The shirt is a quarter-zip Henley with serge stitching, embroidered Hecs logo, and thumb holes. The form-fitting pants have serge stitching throughout, and an elastic waistband and cuff ensure they stay in place. They also feature a convenient fly. The head cover has a laser-cut eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the Hecs hat, gloves, and our new heavyweight over-the-calf sock. Order the Hecs base layer right now and use the promo code PURSUIT to save an instant $30 on your order of a complete Hecs suit. You can find out more about our complete line of clothing and accessories on our website at hecsllc.com.
Well, this episode was all about hunters just like you enjoying the benefits of Hecs technology. All these guys had incredible encounters, and as a result, they're confident enough to set out pretty much wherever they want, even if it's in the wide open. As you just saw, Hecs technology really works, and these guys are true believers. If you haven't tried Hecs for yourself, give us a call and go online right now and get a suit on the way. Meanwhile, we're going to keep bringing it to you just like it happened every week right here on Hunting with Hecs.
If you have a Hecs success story, we'd love to hear from you. If we use it on the air, you'll be in the running to win an exciting hunting trip with the Hecs crew. You can find out more on our website at hecsllc.com. While you're online, make sure to take a minute and check us out on our social media sites as well.